Okay, yeah. I actually went to listen to the other video, but I have to keep my word. I noticed I was talking a bit too fast. I'll try to talk slower. So if you had issues with that video, I really apologize. I would recommend that you take notes. Maybe, pause, take notes, do some examples by yourself and stuff, so that you get the concept, very well, right? I'm really sorry. I will try to talk slower. I guess I get a little excited when I'm teaching. I don't know. Anyway, so in this video, we will be looking at properties of polynomials, right? So there's a very long polynomial here, and we'll look at what these terms mean. There's standard form, leading term, leading coefficient, degree, and the constant term. Okay, so the standard form simply means that you want to make sure that, basically the way we like to accept polynomials is that the terms are arranged in order of degree, from the highest degree to the lowest one. You can see this one, we have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, right? This is x to the power of 1, and then your constant term. So we want to make sure that, it is arranged properly. You could see, let's say we had 5x to the power of 3 plus x to the power of 7 minus 2x squared plus 6, right? And we had to write it in the standard form. Then for that, we need to rewrite it as, we'll start with x to the power of 7, that's the highest power, plus 5x to the power of 3, then minus 2x to the power of 2 plus 6, right? You could say 6x to the power of 0, right? Because x to the power of 0 is 1. So basically, it's still the lowest power anyway. But for the sake of this, we'll call it the constant term. Okay. The standard form, this is already in standard form, so I guess I could just write out the solution again on that. I would write 3x to the power of 5 minus 2x to the power of 4 plus 2x to the power of 3 plus 15x squared minus 2x plus 9. There you have it, it's arranged. Yeah? Okay, the leading term. The leading term, okay, so after arranging, right, you want to make sure that you just pick out what the term that is in front, right, the first term. Or you could say, even if you don't arrange, even though I would advise you to arrange, is basically the term with the highest power of x. For this one, it is 3x to the power of 5. That's the leading term. The leading coefficient would be the coefficient of the leading term, right? The coefficient of the leading term. So, like in this case, your leading coefficient would be 3. Just the number 3, right? The degree, we'll discuss degree in the former video. So the degree is 5, right? You could say it's a 5th degree polynomial, or has a degree of 5. And the constant term is, when we say something is constant, that means it's unaffected. So constant term is a term that is unaffected by the variable, by x, which in this case is 9, because, there is no variable attached to it. That's the general idea, and you need to get familiar with all of this, all of this, all I call them properties here. I think properties is the word now. Identify the following the polynomial expressions given below. Okay, so we have this one, and we need to first of all express in standard form. Okay, so let's do that. If I express this in standard form, I'm going to have negative 6 x to the power of 7, right? Because that's the first, the first one, followed by x to the power of 6 plus 5x to the power of 3 plus 4x to the power of 2 plus 7. I think I have that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, good. Again, you probably want to look out for the sign, that you don't just throw away the sign, because the sign actually belongs to, you should lump it up with the number in front or after the sign. Okay, so this is my standard form. Check. The leading term would be the first term, so it's basically just negative 6x to the power of 7. The leading coefficient is negative 6. right? So that's the coefficient of x to the power of 7. The constant term is 7. Constant term is 7, and the degree is also 7. So my constant term is here plus 7, and my degree is the power of 7 because that's the highest power of x. Okay. Pause the video here, try this one out, and when you play it, we would continue. Okay, so I'm doing this one now. First, we start with the polynomial in standard form. So I'll just write that under here. Let me use this space. We have negative 2x to the power of 12, because that's the biggest one, plus 6x to the power of 10, minus, I'm just going to strike them off so I don't get confused, minus 15x to the power of 8, plus 10x to the power of 6, and minus 1. Yeah. Okay, so to answer the remaining questions, the leading term is negative 2x to the power of 12, right? So that's, okay, so we've done this. The leading term is negative 2x to the power of 12. The leading coefficient is negative 2. The constant term is negative 1. And the degree of the polynomial is 12, right? The degree of the polynomial is 12. So it's a 12-degree polynomial. Thank you. I hope I spoke small. I almost said more slower. Anyway, I hope you're able to hear me better. You can practice, right? You can just, you can use it to try out some of these concepts, and they have a number of questions for you to try out, and just see that it's okay before you take your quiz, right? Okay, thank you.